Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what kind of weekend you all are having. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. This is a general reading, Taurus, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information is down below in the description. Let's see if you all are maintaining your peace throughout this cycle. So if you're maintaining your peace throughout this cycle. Careful of what you're watching on social media. It's a lot of salacious stuff on social media that really doesn't concern you. Hopefully you all are protecting your peace of mind. You're very close to opening up your vault door. Talking to you wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. Very close to opening up your vault door. Right, you're right there. So your legacy, right? Here we have the Chariot card. Yeah. Right there, opening up your vault door. So Source is saying, when you're trying to get there and you're trying to heal your, your spirit matters and things like that, be very careful not to be in survival mode. So when you're kind of like trying to gain access to things, not to put yourself in survival mode and put other people in survival mode. There could be a Leo involved in something. Y'all know what I mean by survival mode, right? When you're trying to heal your own spirit matters, like don't come across as like a apex predator to people. When you're trying to get information, like don't come across as ruthless. When you're trying to gain access to legacy information or wealth or those kind of things, come across as like I'm getting information that I need from people and then I'm giving people the cold shoulder. Like if you're coming across as that, you may get right there at that vault door and then bam, door is slammed shut. Because people are watching for people's patterns of behavior. It's like only coming around family members when you want something and then they figure it out. That's like, oh wow, they only coming when they want something of value to them. It comes across as gold digging energy. It's like you only want something of value when you want something, but then you never come around for anything else, right? So yeah, so Source is saying, don't make that mistake. I feel like you're going to feel changed, liberated, and free when you leave certain energies behind, when you're more meek, mild, more just kind of like, when you start to see that it's, when you close out, cycles, in love, right? So I definitely feel like Source is actually rewarding you for moving on, from that. And actually, I do see more money coming across your path. I do see money coming across your path as a result of something. Source is actually trying to move you towards financial independence. So something about you actually being rewarded for just kind of your meekness. Here we have the Ten of Cups here. And, just kind of a sacred bond that you're trying to build with, as far as family is concerned. You're trying to build a sacred bond. So you're going to feel very, very fortunate to have just kind of sort of taken the high road and just kind of sort of moved on. And you have a guardian angel, that's watching over you and protecting you as well. So congratulations from an ex. Here we have the Two of Swords. So Swords is saying, take the blindfolds off. Take the blindfolds off. And something nostalgic for you, like looking up to something from when you were your childhood. It's, what this is right here is like you're going to be looking up to a loved one who may have been like, who may have felt like kind of like shut out from their family, like the black sheep of the family. So if you can think of somebody in your family, Taurus, who was like the black sheep of the family, but they were still able to create a legacy themselves. Like they were left uncovered, naked from as far as legacy is concerned. That's who you're going to be looking up to. It's like somebody who, like people will say, oh, they were the black, your mom or dad was the black sheep of the family. People left them out of stuff. They talked about them. They roasted them because of their sexuality, their sensuality. They roasted them because of stuff, but they were still able to create the legacy for themselves. That's somebody you're going to be looking up to, like somebody who was like the underdog, whoever that is. People talked about them, That number 3 right there is like lips moving, like it's in the shape of lips. So it's like they talked about them. They talked about, their, like you see these two women here. right? They talked about their relationship. They talked about, who they dated, who they were. They basically didn't want them to be like somebody you looked up to that was still able to build a legacy, even though they may have been left out of something. That's who you're going to be looking up to. Not that that's your story, but like, for instance, let's say you're the only person of color in your company, or let's say you're the only interracial couple in the family, or you're the only, something about you, the only person who has silent disability on your job that people don't really know about. Something about you is going to look up to somebody who was emotionally mature enough to build something, even though they were, y'all know what I'm saying, like somebody in your family you're going to be looking up to that learned how to take the high road, beyond something. Here's the Empress card. Yeah. Yep. So you're making a decision. Somebody is finally making a decision. Like I said, you got a guardian angel, who's been watching over you. That you've been able to make. You're gonna make a decision. Like I said, you're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your throne. Carefully vetting your thoughts. Somebody could be at an impasse this week. Learning how to, you are making a decision about some things this week, but your nostalgia this week is going to kind of sort of decide, like your emotional intelligence is going to take you back to your decision is going to go based on energies who were given the cold shoulder based on them being a black sheep of the family and them being talked about. So that's going to be somebody's decision. Somebody's going to be making a decision based on that. That's going to help you determine, since you're at a fork in the road about something. Yep. That's going to help you make a decision about something. So, Knight of Wands here. That's going to help you. That's going to help you free your mind about something. Sometimes you need to look back at your family and go, you know what? They were able to make a firm decision, even though people talk negatively about them. They were still able to press forward. They were still able to take the high road. They were still able to grow their money, grow their business. They made sacrifices. Like it's going to push you into a leadership position. Like Source has a way of creating opportunities for people to be in a leadership position. So that's what Source is trying to help you to do. Open up your own vault door to create the light for yourself and to help you to get to wealth without being scared. So you're getting a lot of information. You're collecting a lot of information about a lot of things, and so that you can leave the past behind. Yeah. Yep. So you can leave the past behind. So yeah, I don't know who I'm talking to, because I'm looking at, like I said before, I feel like somebody's going to get married. But you're kind of drawing off somebody else's strength, though. You're drawing off someone else's strength, and you're collecting information about them, but you're drawing from their strength. Sometimes it helps to draw from other people's strength, that people have belief systems about them, like very dark belief systems about them, but they were able to persevere and still be successful, right? Or even in the face of just adversity and ruthlessness. I feel like that's what somebody's going to be looking at, like family members, and just going like, wow, they were able to create a legacy and people were just ruthless towards them. They were able to leave some energies behind. And even when the scales fell from their eyes and they saw how, people were just a snake, and they were still able to move on. Here we have the Four of Wands here. Something is going to make somebody feel like, you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to take a leap of faith and leave some energies behind. You're going to just leave some energy. You're going to leave some energies behind. Yep. So somebody's going to learn how to start being more conservative with their time. Going to start being a little bit more conservative with your time. Yeah. You're not going to be judging people. You're not going to be under other people's judgment. None of that. So, yeah. Like I said, you got 2 guardian angels watching over you. Helping you get back in the saddle again. You're coming through a long and arduous journey that didn't produce a whole lot of growth, with just like being in combat zone. Like, it doesn't produce a whole lot of growth when you're combative towards people, Source is saying to you. But when you're warm towards people, who are in certain types of relationships and things like that, that's when Source is saying, building very sacred bonds with them. Building very sacred bonds with them. Here's a 4 of Cups here. So I'm seeing like 10s across the board. Like 10. So I feel like because somebody is leaving behind some kind of an environment. So I don't know who this is for. Source is putting you more in creative spaces, Taurus, so that you can create the life that you want, that where you're going to be flourishing. Whatever kind of environment you're in, you're going to be around a lot of people who are highly creative. It could be a city where you have a lot of creative people, a lot of communities. Y'all take that however y'all want to take it. Where you won't be, have time to be prejudiced towards one group of people or the other, but they're just highly creative. So this is, like I said, that this like like I said before, where you'd be able to create the life that you want for yourself, right, and close out cycles. All right, let's close it out. 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 Don't give yourselves a headache. Your peace is paramount. Somebody never stopped loving you. Solar plexus chakra. It's time to open your vault door. Your gifts have increased. Just pray for them. Yeah. Dance around your home as if no one is watching. Your ex was on an assignment. Whoever has an ex. So ex whatever. Ex friend, ex whatever. But somebody's amongst incubi and succubi. But prepare for an increase in pay. More money is coming soon. The answers you seek are coming. Wealth is within your reach. You deserve the best. The new one is extra special. Somebody secretly has a crush on you. They want to call you, but they haven't changed. Whoever it is. I don't know. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. So. All right. Let's see. Somebody has an ex who wants to call them, but they haven't changed. So I don't think that's something you need to worry about. 666. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation, change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Yeah, get centered. Yeah. Intuition, right? Intuition. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all in the next video. But yes, I feel like somebody's gonna get married. Somebody's gonna really settle down, get married. You'll be in a more diverse community. Where, like I said, there's somebody in your family that you looked up to, that kind of sort of against all odds was like the black sheep of the family, where they really weren't expected to be successful, and they were successful, and y'all may not have the same lifestyle, but something about them gave you hope that if they can succeed with all that came up against them, so can you. It's something that's like you're drawing from their strength, Taurus. So, happy journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.